What's up, everybody? Slightly off topic crew here. Episode 21 of the Wednesday's Night Watch. I am your host, the real Ant-Man. Tonight I have with me
Etep
and King Black Cherry.
What's going on, guys? What's going on?
So, we officially turned 21.
Yes.
So, bottoms up, old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned way. That you didn't even know that was a
you
freaking
didn't
drink.
know. Yeah, he didn't even know that was a drink.
So
man.
what is it? Is it a beer? Is it alcohol?
No, what is it? Beer?
I don't know. What is
It's
it?
an alcoholic beverage. It's usually made with either whiskey or bourbon.
And what else?
Well, I don't know the other ingredients.
Come on, man.
I mean, it's kind of muddled with fruit and all that stuff. It's like a muddle with fruit.
It has fruit in it? No wonder I don't know what it is.
Okay, hold on.
I
Okay.
drink fruity drinks.
Okay, all right.
It's not a fruity drink.
Old-fashioned. 1 sugar cube. 1 1/2 ounce of bourbon or rye whiskey. Few dashes of plain water. 2 dashes of Angostura bitters.
Bitters, yeah, I guess bitters.
And that's pretty much it. That's all it says.
Yeah.
So, I know I'm out of the loop because I don't know about your Kiki thing you want to talk about as well. So go ahead and talk about your Kiki.
My Kiki thing? Okay, yeah. Finally we understand and finally we know what Kiki and the In My Feelings song by Drake means. And who is it referencing to? It's referencing to Kim Kardashian. Pretty much means the fact that, like, he got down with Kim Kardashian.
Who hasn't she gone down with?
That is true. That is true.
Just saying. I'm sorry, Kim, but, you know, you've kind of been around the block.
True. Very, very true.
Like
Just-
Jenny from the block?
Like, more than Jenny from the block. Just saying. I mean...
And that's actually saying something. But either way, we now know what Kiki means. It was actually kind of funny and interesting to find it out. I watched the show. I don't know if you guys watched it yet, but it's the HBO show. It's a show on HBO called The Shop with LeBron James, and then like a whole bunch of other athletes. And Drake was on there, and he's like, "Yeah, all these kids were just dancing to the song," and he's like, "You know, like the song is actually for Kim Kardashian." And they're like, "What?"
You know, let me ask you a question. So, is Kim Kardashian one of the most undeserved celebrities of all time?
Under what?
Undeserving celebrities of all time, like undeserved for her popularity.
I think the whole family is.
I mean, when you think of how popular they've been in the last, 15 years or more, like, it's just been ridiculous. Or maybe, 10 years, maybe.
You could put, like, Nicole Richie and, like, Paris Hilton in that
Yeah, but
category
she surpassed
too.
them, honestly, when you think about popularity.
Well, yeah, but that's because the mom knows how to market them.
I'm just saying, though, how, untalented these people are and how famous they are.
Well, I mean, when Bruce was Bruce, he was talented. I mean, he won gold medals.
When he was Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even then, you had I forgot who was a Kardashian that helped OJ. You got that?
Khloe.
Robert? He's talking about Robert.
Robert
the
Kardashian.
lawyer.
Well, that's really where he came up the whole popularity, because there was Robert Kardashian, who was, of course, and that's another thing, too. All these other people got popular from the whole O.J. Simpson. Like, Kato Caitlyn, a bum over there. He got popular from the O.J. Simpson trial and all that stuff. And then, of course, Robert Kardashian got popular for that, for being O.J.'s friend. And then, of course, now his daughter is really, or his whole family actually is really popular.
The whole family.
And it's just ridiculous. I just feel like it's so, dumb.
And then whoever they date ends up being popular as well.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Like, just, you could be a stripper named Black China. You would be popular after you date someone else.
Black China's really popular right now.
Yeah. For some odd freaking reason.
Just saying. I mean,
I liked White China when she wrestled in the WWE.
What, the Knife Wonder of the World?
Is that not the same thing?
That's not.
No? Completely different? Okay.
Completely different.
It's just my 2 cents. I think we had enough with the Kardashians, or whatever they call themselves now. It was now you have the Jenners or whatever.
Yeah, Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, forget it. Just stop. Stop giving them
popularity.
popularity.
But if people watch it, then they're gonna keep getting popular.
But you know what? This doesn't help too. Now Drake making a song for Kim and all that. What's next, man?
I mean,
what's next?
You got. Well, we're not gonna get political, but you got her husband making a visit to the Oval Office.
Kanye?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty funny too, actually. Kanye wearing whatchamacallit,
Make America Great Again.
Pretend like it's a Superman case.
And he's kind of but he's talking more than Donald Trump is, which is amazing when you think about it. And Donald Trump is over there kind of yeah. Yeah, whatever you're saying, you know. And he's like, yo, yeah, man, he's great and all that. And I can wear a hat and this and all that.
Let's talk about hydrogen, even though last time we talked about hydrogen.
Yeah,
it was a freaking Hindenburg.
Yeah.
But, you know, whatever.
Yeah, it was just all this craziness in the Oval Office, you know. More crazy than Monica Lewinsky. That's how...
I don't know about that.
I don't know, man. Did you see that thing?
I don't know, man. Dresses were getting stained that night. I'm just saying.
Oh,
well.
Anyway,
I got my pink Giants cup here. If you guys can see that for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. That's right. Go Giants, even though you suck.
That's the only thing they've been doing good this month.
What? Sucking?
Well, no, I'm saying promoting breast.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only good they did. That's the only good they did this month. Just saying.
I mean, Saquon Barkley is really hitting it.
That kid is great. We'll talk about NFL later on, but that kid is amazing.
He's like, we'll talk about it later.
Amazing. Anyway,
hold on. I got a little story for you guys, considering I don't know what Kiki and I don't know what old fashioned is. So, going along with me being old. So, our mutual friend Michael Johnston, who I don't know what he's doing, so I can't really promote his site right now. Mike, get something going on, man. What are you doing?
Yeah.
But anyway, so our mutual friend, he's like, oh yeah, man, like we need to get together, work on some cover songs. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And he's like, yeah, you should check out this band, Beartooth, not Barefoot, Beartooth. And I'm like, okay, man, so I'll check it out. So, like, you know me forever. I listen to some pretty heavy music.
For real.
So, I'm listening to it, and I'm just
You introduced me to heavy music.
Yeah, so I'm, like, listening to it, and I'm just like, they're good, but it's just so loud. And I'm like, yep, I'm old.
Did he kind of was like, what?
No, I haven't talked to him. I haven't told him yet, but he's on Alaska time, so, when I go to talk to him...
Do they have the Midnight Sun going on right now?
No, it's in. That would be the.
That's how much I know about
that. That would be the summertime.
Oh, the Midnight Sun.
Yes.
So this is like 30 days.
The winter time's the 30 time a night.
Oh yeah, where vampires come out.
Yeah, vampires come out.
30 days a night.
Yeah. You'll see like Blade running around and Dracula and
Edward from Twilight.
Yeah,
dude, you never know, man.
He sparkles though.
I'm saying though,
I think I saw him on My Little Pony.
Probably did, man.
Was his name like Sparkle Frost or something?
Probably.
Was he a brony?
No. Bronies are cooler than Edward from Twilight.
The truth. That's fact.
So what else we have in news here, gentlemen? We got Batman and Superman.
Warner Brothers is actually moving on from Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck.
So they were kind of like not like 100% on Henry Cavill though. Like from what I heard, from like there's like conflicting reports. There was, but it's probably like 90% that he is done. But
it's done. It's done because the fact that now that Henry Cavill has moved on to another project, and doing the fact with what happened with Justice League and how that whole mustache fiasco was going on.
The mustache fiasco.
I mean, it was ridiculous.
He knows how to rock a mustache. I'll give him that, man.
He can rock a mustache. I mean, he looked great in Mission Impossible Fallout.
Yeah, by the way, I saw that a week ago. No, that is a badass movie.
Told you!
That is a great movie. I'm not going to lie, man. I was like, wow, color me impressed. That was really good.
And literally, did you notice some scenes that you're like, oh, wow, they actually did that for real?
Yeah,
exactly.
It's pretty crazy, man. That movie. You definitely go check it out, man. It's probably what I would say might be the best one, honestly.
So the rumors for Batman are John Hamm or Jake Gyllenhaal.
John Hamm.
That's the two I heard.
John Hamm.
I think he's too old.
John Hamm?
No, Ben Affleck was too old.
But they're moving on from Ben. Let's spread that news first. They're moving on from Ben Affleck or Batfleck or whatever because of the fact that he just checked into rehab not too long ago.
Ben Affleck?
Yeah.
For what?
For alcohol.
Oh. I pegged him for more sex, addict.
No, no, that's that's what's her face.
Like what, Bobby Knight?
No, he likes to get girls in a very uncomfortable place. Like what, the back of a Volkswagen?
Is that a Mallrats reference?
Yes, it is.
I got that reference.
Yes, I know you're old, Pete.
No, but he checked into rehab not too long ago. Jennifer Garner, his ex-wife, pretty much made him go there because he was getting really bad.
Man, that's pretty cool ex-wife, man.
Yeah.
That's cool, dude.
I'm pretty surprised she's not drinking after playing Elektra. God, that was awful.
Yeah, it was. Well, she's doing those Capital One commercials now. She took over.
Oh wow, that's your career's you know.
Well, hey, Samuel L. Jackson is in the Capital One commercial.
Samuel L. Jackson's also in movies.
Samuel Jackson doesn't turn down a paycheck. He gets paid, man. He does a lot of movies and gets paid.
I mean, let's be honest though. The guy who's probably in the most commercials, Peyton Manning. I mean, like, really, do we ever see a commercial without Peyton Manning in it?
No, but he's entertaining as hell, dude.
I mean,
yeah, he is
Samuel's
entertaining.
up there though.
Samuel is up there. But dude, Samuel must make so much money, really, because he's in so many movies and commercials and everything else. I mean, he must be loaded. I mean, think about it. I mean, he might not get paid a lot, but he definitely does a lot. So
he's like Morgan Freeman.
He's the hardest working man in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So who would you like to see take over the reins of Batman, Chris?
Someone young.
So younger than Jake Gyllenhaal? Younger than John Hamm?
Yeah. Someone who's just...
No name, right?
No name, preferably, but I know that's probably not going to happen. Someone no name, just getting into the role. I mean, we need a fresh start. I didn't know who played Flash. I can't say the actor's name now.
Grant Gustin.
No,
it's from not the TV show, the movie.
The movie.
Oh, well, we pretend like that doesn't exist. with our boy Grant out there killing it.
Yeah, Grant is really good.
Dude, so good as the Flash.
Yeah, he is.
He is so good as the Flash. Yes.
I actually would say that I like him better than Stephen Amell's Arrow.
Because he humanizes the character.
Yeah, he humanizes the character, but with how Stephen Amell plays his character and his conventions and whatnot, and I see his purpose and what he wants to do.
And by the way, Stephen Amell, like in about a month or two ago, he actually wrestled a match.
Yeah, at All In.
And he actually did pretty well from what I hear, man.
Well, he wasn't horrible when he did the WrestleMania
he wasn't
appearance.
No, but I'm impressed with that guy, man. You know,
he's definitely athletic.
I know. I'm just impressed to do a wrestling match, and
well, when they show him like working out, that's all him.
Yeah,
like, as Arrow.
Yeah,
like
you're
the
right.
first season where you see him doing with the bar, just jumping up, I was like, holy sh!
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, Steve Amell. I respect him because, like, I mean, I don't consider him has great acting chops, but I do like him in the role as Arrow.
Yeah,
he definitely is very brooding.
I think what it is probably that I think Flash just has a stronger core of characters.
Yeah, he's more popular.
Like Joe West, Cisco, Iris, and Cisco. I feel like the core, because like really, I mean, you have Arrow's good and Diggle, and Diggle, and then Felicity's horrible.
Absolutely,
God, one of the worst characters ever. I put her up there with Andrea from Walking Dead.
She's up there.
I would say that.
I would say like almost hand in hand.
Yeah,
I will put Lori up there as well.
From Walking Dead.
From Walking Dead?
Yeah,
but she really wasn't around long enough to be annoying.
Oh, she was annoying.
I'm not taking that away from her.
I mean, she was annoying in Prison Break, and that carried over to Walking Dead.
I love Prison Break, though. Yeah. First, 2 or 3 seasons, good.
I mean, the 4th season was really good, but, I mean, unfortunately, it had to end the way it did. And then they freaking brought it back for some all bullshit crap reason.
So, what more about Batman vs. Superman? What do you think? Do you think the franchise, the DC movie universe can survive without Batman and Superman?
I think they can. Because, I'll take that back. Hold on. Before everyone jump down my throat. I think that depending on the success of Aquaman.
Yes.
I think that depending on...
AKA Uncharted.
Yes, AKA Uncharted. I think depending on
it does look cool, though. I'll admit, it does look cool.
It does look good.
Aquaman,
Shazam,
and Wonder Woman.
84.
I think that's where the staple will be. I think that's where it should go forward. Now, don't get me wrong. They did push back the production of the Flash movie to 2021. The possibly won't come out till then. But I think it's depending on those 3 movies. If it does well...
His name's Ezra.
Ezra Miller.
Yep. Yeah, it is, yeah.
From Fantastic Beasts.
Better than Ezra?
No, he's not. Grant's better than Ezra.
Yeah, he's better than Ezra.
But okay, so to question you, though, could Marvel survive without Iron Man and Captain America?
Yeah, definitely.
They're going to have to.
I think so, definitely.
Would the movies have been... Okay, so there's been 2 Superman movies, and there's been, 0 Batman movies?
I mean, if you want to say Batman.
Superman.
And then they had Justice League. So so let's say Captain and Iron Man were killed off after Avengers. Do you think the MCU would be just as good?
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying there. No, I do agree, like, doing it at that time, no.
Right now, they could survive without him. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because they've built new characters up. But at that time, if they had just said, "Oh, we're going forward," we have Thor after Thor Dark. Wait, was what Dark World was after
Avengers?
No,
it was Iron Man 3. Then
Dark World was after Avengers. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It was Iron Man 3, then Dark World.
Okay. So let's get rid of Iron Man 3. Let's say the character's done. No Iron Man 3. So we have Dark World comes out after it. No Winter Soldier because we're done after that. I mean, does it really survive? I don't think so.
Yeah, then you have Guardians. Well, you have Guardians a year after though. But that's still like a huge.
But yeah, I think. Okay, can they survive without it now? Okay,
definitely yes.
As far as DC wise.
Well, DC wise,
DC wise, if they can say the fact like the next team up movie, whatever the case may be, the fact like Bruce went off to go take a break, Superman went to go see something, and then hopefully maybe they'll be back, or the fact they come back as maybe Superboy. I'm just speculating.
Yeah.
Or Supergirl.
Yeah, they can do that,
and then be like Nightwing.
Yeah.
To come back in place.
Yeah.
I can see that happening.
I can see that happening too.
And then just Batman and Superman just be done.
I don't think anyone would be mad if they just pulled the plug and started again.
I mean,
I wouldn't be mad. I'd be happy if they did that.
I mean, it's kind of one of those things, though. Maybe it's too little, too late kind of thing. I don't know if they can right now. It'd be kind of...
Yeah, but do they have really anything planned after the 3 movies we mentioned?
Well, no, they have next...
The Flash.
They have Flash, yeah, and they have Suicide Squad 2. Suicide Squad 2, to me, it's a big movie because it can totally revamp the whole franchise with James Gunn writing.
I mean, I get what you guys are saying. I just feel like there's too much like bad taste already. Like you already ruined Justice League. That was supposed to be the Avengers.
Yeah,
it's already been ruined.
Start
over again.
You know what's hilarious about Justice League? So watching Justice League, you compare that to an Infinity Wars, it's like not even fucking close. It's kind of like
but even comparing it to the first Avengers,
it's not even fucking close. It's not even like competitively close. It doesn't even have the same type of reaction.
Like I would say
it's so forgettable movie.
I think you could say Age of Ultron was on par with it though. Honestly, unfortunately,
probably, yeah.
Age of Ultron kind of missed.
Yeah, but it has some good moments.
It does have good moments.
I mean, the battle with Hulk and the Hulkbuster was great.
Yeah.
I mean, they had some great, cool moments in that whole movie. But the thing is, like watching the Justice League, and I'm not trying to hate on it. There isn't really any moment where I'm like, oh wow, that's really cool. I want to rewatch that moment again. You know,
I mean, I can say for instance, for me sitting in the movie theater and then seeing Superman grab Bruce's face and pulling up to him, "Do you bleed?" I was like, shit!
But that's Batman vs Superman. That's not Justice League. That
was Justice League. He's like when.
Oh yes,
said that same thing to him. I was like, oh shit!
Yeah, that was cool. That was a cool moment. I'll give you that. But I just felt like it just didn't really like do enough to me to, especially when you have Justice League. You're like, oh man, this is competing against the Avengers. It just did not.
No, it didn't.
It came short. So, I think it could survive, but here's my thing though, and I said this before about don't compete with Marvel. Do your own thing. Just do it. Don't think about it. Oh, we gotta do our own Justice League. Maybe make one movie at a time,
and don't purposely make it different. Don't be like, oh, Marvel's lighthearted, so we have to be
exactly.
dark.
Yeah,
like just do DC like DC should be
exactly. Don't compete.
But DC is dark.
In some ways it isn't. Flash I don't consider a dark character.
I mean, we all love the freaking Dark Knight trilogy and how dark that was.
But that works for Batman.
It does.
That worked for Batman.
But it works for Daredevil in the Netflix one.
Yeah.
That's why you don't see Daredevil in the movies.
True. Yeah. And the fact like what I'm trying to say is the fact that like maybe that's what they wanted to continue on as far as with Man of Steel wise.
But I don't see Superman as a dark character.
Not me neither.
Now you can go that way. Injustice did it in the game.
Yeah.
And it went that way, but I feel you need a build to that. Like I feel you can't start with that.
Yeah.
Now, granted, we can do that in Injustice because it's a video game and we're aware of the characters. But if you're trying to do an origin story, you can't origin Superman and start off dark.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Like I feel like you need to show, because he's the boy wonder, dude, or not even know it's Robin, but he's like he's a good old like he's
Captain
the white
America.
meat baby face.
Yeah,
exactly.
He's like the Captain America of like not necessarily like power wise. I'm saying like when it comes to being a good wholesome American boy or whatever or man, that's what he is. You know, like they say truth, justice, the American way. That's what Superman stood for. So that's why I feel like he is like the Boy Scout, really, of the DC. So I feel that's where he needs to have.
Don't get me wrong. To see him turn and go evil like later on,
that'd be fascinating.
That'd be fascinating.
But
I feel like you need to build you need to build to that, and I feel like that's what the DC like had a lot of issues with. Is like we get Batman after Robin's dead, he's a broken man. Like we didn't get like how did he get there?
Yeah.
Like
we didn't get any, and that was supposed to be Matt Reeves' movies.
Yeah, and exactly, and that's the guy who makes Kick-Ass, right?
No, that's
Planet of the Apes.
Okay, yeah, Planet of the Apes, and but whatchamacallit? But yeah, we just, I don't know. To me, I like Spider-Man. We didn't get the origin story, but we still started out with him in high school. Yeah. Like we're still getting how like we didn't get the Uncle Ben died, or whatever his name was, Uncle Ben, right?
Yeah, Uncle Ben.
Oh, Uncle Ben died. I got bit by a spider.
Radioactive spider.
We just got we know what happened. We got the little hints of it, but we're still getting the main gist of the Spider-Man story in there.
Like he's not like being a reporter in the Daily Bugle. He's still in high school. He's still developing his.
And I'll be honest with you. I think if they go with him being a reporter or a photographer, that's stupid. Just have him be a YouTube star.
Well, I wouldn't say YouTube star. I would say maybe work at some sort of like blog or whatever. Maybe
or a vlog. But why not post videos of Spider-Man on YouTube and make money that way?
It could happen.
Like to me, that makes the most sense. Like in nowadays climate, and what. Like, who the hell reads the newspaper? Let's be honest there. I know it sucks because you don't get Jay Jameson, but...
You know what? You're right. You know, I could see that happening, actually.
But they could do it how they did it in the game. You guys haven't played the game yet.
No, we didn't.
Now, what they do is the fact, like, J. Jonah Jameson has a podcast.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good thinking.
So, like, when you're swinging around the city in Spider-Man PS4... At some points, J. Jonah Jameson will come in and be like, "Oh, you know this Spider-Man fella? He's just a menace."
That to me, that's what they should do. Yeah, you'd be like a podcast,
that's perfect.
And he trashes Spider-Man all the time.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Yes, I could see that definitely happening.
But newspaper, no. Like I'm not buying. Like, dude, no one reads the newspaper anymore.
But like going back though, to make my point is, I think with the DC universe. What it needs to concentrate is just make one movie at a time. Try not to build worlds. Just try to make like one. I mean, yeah, sure, they're all connected, but a little focus on one character at a time. Like do Aquaman, then do Shazam, then let's see if you can do a good sequel to Suicide Squad. Do it that way, because I guarantee you, though.
I hope Aquaman's long. I hope it's like
it looks like
2 hours and 20 minutes.
It looks epic.
It looks long.
It should be. I think it could be a good movie.
The thing about DC, everybody needs to realize that DC has all their characters. They have the rights to all their characters. Yeah. It's not like when Marvel's trying to get the X-Men rights.
Well, now they have it.
Well, yeah.
January 1st, they got everything but Spider-Man.
And
Hulk.
Yeah, Hulk. Yeah.
And
Namor.
And Namor.
But Universal hasn't made a movie.
It doesn't matter. They still have. I guess they had the rights to make a movie from the Hulk.
Yeah, it's like the Hulk can't. You can't like name the movie the Hulk, but they can use the Hulk.
Yeah, so that's why he's in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah,
because of that reason. Because they can't do their own Hulk movie.
But here's the thing. Here's the deal that I thought that was happening is the fact that in order for Sony and then Universal and Fox to keep the rights, they had to make a movie every 2 years. I know
Sony and Fox had that because that's why we see X-Men stuff like every single year, and that's why they got was it Punisher back? And Punisher and Daredevil.
Yeah, Punisher and Daredevil back. Yeah, that's why I was like, that's why I'm confused. Like Universal hasn't.
Marvel just made a lot of bad deals.
Yeah, they did, but they were in dire straits.
No, that's what it was. In the 90s, they were in dire straits because they owed so much money. They were almost in bankruptcy, so they made all these bad deals with movie companies to make money, and that's what happened.
So I'm just trying to understand, like, what does Universal have as far as Hulk-wise besides the ride at Universal Studios?
I have no idea. Yeah, they have that.
Yeah, they have Hulk and they have Neymar, but they've never made a Neymar
movie, haven't.
So I don't know why.
For some reason, they have the rights to him, and Marvel can't seem to get him back. So
that's weird.
It's kind of very technical, but I mean, I don't know what's going on. But all I know is Marvel made a lot of bad deals before, and they're still paying for it to this day. So, but I'm saying DC doesn't have that. DC can make a movie about any character they wanted to, so they have that leverage. It's just a matter of them making a character that, to me, they do a good job making a character. And I feel like the problem is the studio doesn't know what to do.
No.
Like, and then need the right people to know how to introduce these characters on
the Lego
screen.
people never had a problem making good DC games.
Warner Brothers, you have the money.
Yeah.
You can do this.
They can. Absolutely can.
You have Harry Potter. You can do this.
Dude, the first good step they made is hiring James Gunn, have him do Suicide Squad 2. That's the first good step they made. Hopefully they keep at it and continue. Because I be honest, dude, I know it sounds like I'm a DC hater. I want him to be successful. I really do. Because
it makes Marvel up their game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because Marvel, like, if they wanted to, if they had no competition, they can put whatever crap they want. Granted, they're not going to do that, but they just could because they figure, well, we don't have to compete with anybody. If DC is competing, it just makes every other
competition makes everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
It's just like wrestling back in the day.
So, what do you got to talk about with Arrow?
Arrow. Let's talk about this season premiere.
Oh,
all right. The season
spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, spoiler. Some spoiler. I won't do a lot. All right. Last season ended with Oliver Queen going to prison because, in fact, he came out as he is the Green Arrow. They did not catch the bad guy last season. He got away.
Who? Prometheus, right?
No, not Prometheus.
That was 2 seasons ago.
Wow, I'm really behind. I'm really behind.
I forgot this guy's name, but he's in pretty much almost like everything. As far as like, he's been in 12 Monkeys for TV show wise.
What's the character's name? Do you know?
I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. He's a forgettable character, but I know his face.
The actor who was in 12 Monkeys?
Yes, the actor is
the TV show.
TV show.
TV show. As well as he was. Do you remember Dawn for the Planet of the Apes? The guy who was like a dick to the apes in the beginning.
Oh yeah. I talking about Malfoy.
No.
You talking about the first movie?
No, not second one. Second one.
Oh, I think you're talking about the one.
He has like a real deep, really vast.
Yeah. The one who was always freaking out about the apes trying to attack him.
Yeah.
That guy. Yes, I know the actor.
Yeah.
I forgot what his name is though.
Yeah, but he was the villain last year, and it seems like he's kind of like reprised his character in this one. Felicity and Oliver's son is in witness protection now because of the fact of like they're afraid.
They have a kid now. I didn't even. Wow.
No. It's Oliver's.
Oh, his other son. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And everything, and Diggle is now at Argus, now with his wife. Who's the Scream lady?
Nev Campbell?
Huh?
You say Scream?
No.
Black Canary?
Black Canary. Yeah, the new Black Canary.
Oh, the evil one?
No, they got 2 Black Canaries now.
Oh God.
Yeah. one is Laurel. The other one is Dinah or Dana, whatever her name is.
And they got a white canary too, who's in the
DC Legends.
Yeah, Legends Tomorrow.
And then Dinah is now the captain of the police force because of what's his face died last season.
Oh, the captain died?
Yeah.
That sucks. I like the captain.
Yeah. That happened. What else happened? Some other things happened. Either way, when it comes down to it, it was a interesting season how they handled Oliver being in prison and how patient he was with everyone because everyone wanted to get him.
They wanted everyone to kill him.
Yeah, pretty much everyone he put in there. Everyone he put in there pretty much is still there and wants to kill him.
That sounds like a really good premise to the season, honestly.
Yeah, it's really interesting how they do it and everything. Actually, believe it or not, Cody Rhodes is actually a character. And
I know that. Yeah. He plays one of the villains from Arrow, right? Yeah.
He was actually pretty cool. Beats his ass a little bit, but
who he beat up
Oliver.
Oliver.
Yeah. Doesn't he go by like Stardust or something? Or not Stardust, but it's something.
No, Stardust was his drug.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, but he goes by. I forgot the name he went by.
I forgot, but like he's in there, and I forgot what's some other actor. I'm forgetting their names now, but it was okay. Start of the season, it was pretty good up until I saw this little snippet here where the fact was like, oh, there's another Arrow out there. It's not Diggle.
And it's not Merlin?
It's not Merlin.
And it's not the Red Arrow?
Merlin is at he's a leader of League of Shadows now.
Wow. Oh yeah, he was in the League of Shadows. That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
And then now, it's not Rory actually.
Not Roy?
Not Roy Harper?
Nope. It is actually Oliver's son.
Oh, from Chicago?
From the future or something.
Oh my gosh.
Something like that. And then he goes to... They show his backstory going to the island. And then him seeing Roy in the island for some odd reason. I don't know why. And they just ended it right there.
So Roy's... I'm sorry.
Roy's our boy.
No, Oliver's son from the future comes to the past to be the Arrow.
That's what it seems like. And like, there's an Arrow terrorizing city right now. Having a list right now and crossing it off, counting how Oliver did in season 1.
So, is this a way of maybe proving that Oliver is not the Arrow? And there's
no. He's come out as Arrow and like pretty much won that. But this guy seems like he's be picking up where he left off.
Gotcha. So he's a new Arrow taking over the role, and that's what they look at it. Okay. Because I hate to see them taking out. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get out of prison sooner or later.
Yeah.
But I'd rather him stay in prison and get his ass whooped a little more, try to survive prison.
Yeah.
That seems really interesting.
Can he survive prison like the Punisher survives prison?
Probably.
He got his butt whooped, and then like literally the next scene after, he's like, you know what, I'm sick of this. Takes out a food tray, beats the crap out of everyone right in there in the yard, and then takes a weight plate and smashes the guy's face.
I'm not gonna lie, that's probably my favorite scene from Daredevil season 2 though.
Well,
when Punisher's like gets trapped in the hallway with like the 7 prisoners. That part's so awesome.
Yes, it is.
Look, speaking of, well, we'll talk about it a little bit.
We'll talk about it on a list. But Arrow seems pretty cool. Flash, I thought was much better. Seeing the fact that Barry and Iris's daughter came back from the future.
What is up with these kids coming from the future now?
I don't know.
Jeez.
I don't know. I don't understand it. But whatever. That's
Barry's fault.
Yeah. Well, no. That's the kid's fault. The kid wanted to meet her dad. Also, spoiler alert. Sorry.
Shout out to Jared Lee. Hey, what's up, Jared? Thanks for the cut today. Appreciate it.
Huh?
I'm sorry, Jared Lee's on. That's what I'm just...
Cut your hair?
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, man. Look good, right?
That's the barber, man.
The barber, man.
The barber. Anyway, the kid came back to see her father because her father disappeared when she was born. So Barry's gone.
I just need to watch the last couple seasons.
Yeah, me too.
I need to catch up because I'm really confused right now.
Yeah.
I just need to, but you definitely recommend it.
I would suggest watching Flash over Arrow any day.
So definitely good
season
season premieres. So let's talk about Red Dead Redemption.
So there's a couple things that came out this week about Red Dead Redemption.
Yes.
We'll start out with the fact that it might be on 2 discs.
And launch trailers tomorrow. Be on the lookout for that.
And also, I heard the download's going to be like 100 gig.
Yeah, it was over.
That's a lot of gigs, man.
That is a lot of gigs.
PS4 is 109 gigabytes.
Woo!
You can start downloading it this Friday. Get ready for next Friday.
So that's like all, I guess, okay news. So the bad news, I would say, is that it's come out that some of the senior game designers have been forced to work 100-hour work weeks.
Forced?
Yep.
Well, like they keep them on leashes and and chains and all that.
You've never been held at work later than you were scheduled?
I've been held at work, but I don't know force. I mean, hell,
if
man.
you leave, do you think you have a job?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I'm just saying though, like force to me is like literally,
You can, okay, they don't have a gun to their head, but if they want to come back the next day and continue working for the company, I'm pretty sure that they were forced.
So 100 hours of a week?
Yeah. 100-hour work weeks.
So like
that's basically like working 2.5 weeks in 1 week.
My whole question is, like, do they have time to sleep and eat?
Okay, well think about it. If you
They
were
probably have a cot right there.
If you worked, let's say you worked 16-hour work days for 5 days, how many hours is that?
Pause. I got that.
That's going to be 80 hours, right?
Okay.
So that's basically like you were working from 6 in the morning to 10 at night every day, and that's only 80 hours.
So
and then you had to work a weekend, 10 hours each weekend day.
So pretty much you're working 20 hours a week. 20 hours a week, yeah. 20 hours a day, sorry.
So basically you work, come home, sleep, go back to work. Come home, sleep, go back to work.
4 hours or 3 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's. I'll be honest with you. I'm looking forward to playing the game. The game looks awesome. We could all wait till next year if it needs to be. Like, there's no reason to make somebody work 100-hour work weeks.
No reason at all. And I know a lot of companies do this.
EA's probably really bad.
EA's probably bad. I know Naughty Dog is bad on this as well. Even though I'm a Sony fanboy, but guys, even the fact that Naughty Dog even takes breaks, even if Naughty Dog even says the fact like, hey, we have to delay this game.
Yeah,
they even do that.
Yeah, they'll delay the game.
Like, there's no reason for you to be away from your families for that long.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you're literally eating, sleeping, and or like you're breathing at work. Like that's it. That's like that. Like if you have you ever worked 16-hour work days?
Probably.
I mean, it's literally you wake up, you go to work, you come home, you shower and go back to sleep, and then you wake up the next day and do it again.
Yeah.
It's rough, man.
I can imagine.
It's not.
Have
not
you
fun.
done a 16-hour work?
I just did one last weekend. I worked 17 hours one day.
Damn. That is,
yeah, I worked 8 in the morning to 1 in the morning.
And I mean, you get breaks though, right?
That day, not really.
Yeah, well, I did one day for inventory at Publix. I worked 16 hours straight, no breaks.
What the hell? Do you have time to eat?
No, I didn't eat. I just was tagging. I was like doing inventory stuff.
You know what's weird? When you work like that, you don't get hungry.
No.
It's really weird. Honestly, dude, I wasn't hungry either that day.
You're probably tired by the end of the day.
Oh yeah. Exhausted as hell. But it's weird when you're working that hard, you just don't get hungry.
No.
I don't know. I think sometimes when your body, like when it's in like work mode, where you're just working.
Yeah.
I think for some reason it's just like you just burn just burn whatever you have in your body, and you don't even think about eating.
Yeah, but that's doing that though will probably make you sick though.
Oh, I'm sure if you constantly did it, yeah. Like one day you'll be fine, but you know, it's not fun, man. I gotta tell you. And again, like, let your people go home, Rockstar. Let them go spend time with their family. It's not cool. Delay the game if you have to. It's
funny though. You're gonna make money either way.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's funny,
and it's coming off the heels of Grand Theft Auto 5 being the biggest selling game of all time.
Yeah.
So you know they got the money.
Yes. You have the money. Just wait.
And GTA Online is selling ridiculous. Yeah. People buy money.
Now let me ask you something. Do you think it's bad? Do you think that companies do this because how now consumers and all these critics literally judge games? Like if it's not,
but there's nothing like Red Dead. That's the problem. Is if it doesn't make its October release or November release, it's not like in January we have another Red Dead clone coming out. There's nothing like it.
Yeah,
there's no competition.
But it's saying the fact hey, Battlefield and Call of Duty were supposed to come out around the same time, but now Battlefield is coming out in November. EA is going to take a hit, but it's they'll still make the money back because people are still loyal to Battlefield.
Yeah. I think the funny thing about the whole thing is the fact that everybody tries to sell their games at Christmas time. But I always think that
I don't think that's the case anymore.
You don't think so?
No. I think it's busier during Christmas time, but I think game publishers have seen, and I think even movie studios have seen, now it's not like that anymore. Now people will consume good stuff whenever throughout the year.
I totally agree.
And as long as you make it good, look at it,
January is freaking hot for video games.
Yeah, until Spider-Man came out, for Sony. God of War was actually the fastest selling game, or the most selling game, or whatever. Yeah. And that came out in April or May. Yeah. So
here's another one too for movies. Black Panther came out in February. Look how well it sold. They almost made $1 billion.
Yeah. Even look at Venom now.
Yeah. One of the highest October movies, right?
Yeah. Highest October movie.
So you can break records any time of the year if it's really good.
Yeah. Well, I guess that you could say it's questionable about Venom. Everyone agreed that Black Panther was amazing, but Venom had mixed reviews and it's still selling well.
Yeah, you're right.
I think, but you know what though? I think Venom falls into the Transformer in the Fast and the Furious category, where it hits the cool factor enough that people go watch it regardless.
So I guess we're done with Red Dead, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, speaking of Venom, so you did your review last week, and you and Rhino did your review. You said it was pretty good, or Rhino gave it an 8 out of 10, which I think is ridiculous. You gave it 6 or 7.
I'll give it a 7. Because
I would say, since I watched it the other day, now it wasn't great quality, but I watched it. But I would say
Christine home video.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, if it's not great quality, I mean, it's not like you went to a movie theater and got crap quality.
I'm not trying to say how, but I watched it, and I'll give it probably a 5.
5.
I'll give it a 5 because
still higher than Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, no, and here's the reason why. I mean, I thought, like, don't get me wrong, there's moments in the movie where, like, you're like, okay, it's pretty cool. Like, the whole Tom Hardy thing and Eddie Brock was kind of cool. I mean, I'm sorry, Eddie Brock and Venom, the symbiote, it was kind of cool, their relationship or whatever, the way they... But I think, like, I agree when what some of the reviews, I think Ann was talking about, how it didn't know what it wanted to be. First, it's trying to start off as a horror movie, and it had that whole premise. But then later on, it had some comedic moments.
Yeah.
Now, I don't mind the comedic moments, but I think the problem is I felt it was kind of done like... The funny thing, Eddie was comedic, where it should have been just a symbiote being comedic. Because I feel like when I think of Venom, I kind of think like the mask, Jim Carrey mask, only more evil. More evil, more like the, like...
So you're saying the symbiote shouldn't have been funny?
No, I think it's okay to have jokes and be funny. I think the problem with Eddie, the way he reacted was kind of like him, like, oh, I gotta eat, like, let me eat this lobster tail, or let me eat this lobster, or let me go to this tank.
But he was being controlled by the symbiote.
I understand that, but the way they did it was almost comedic to the point where I didn't...
You didn't know whether to laugh or be like...
Yeah, or laugh, or kind of be like, it just kind of didn't, like, I don't, like, it didn't seem, like, it seemed out of character in a sense. And that's my take on it. Venom is, like, I mean, I didn't mind the whole, like, him being his, like, utter, like, his dark half of himself, like Venom. That's kind of cool, because that's kind of how they took it, because at a point when he took over, and he didn't know about Eddie at first, he took over, it's like, eat, now, food, or he almost told him what to do.
Yeah. Like,
he's telling him what to do and what they should do, and I kind of like that whole, like, premise and all that, but I felt like we were having this discussion before, is the fact that I didn't buy into the whole, like, them, like, bonding, because they're supposedly, like, Venom was like, oh, I the reason I like you is because you're a loser like me. I'm a loser, and then this and that. And I felt like that really didn't really make a good reason. To me, it would have been a better reason, because the reason they form in the comic books is because of their hatred for Spider-Man. I would have preferred, and it would have been much better if, because it would have been a much better, how you say, the reason why they go after the villain.
Character building.
Character building. It could have been like, if in the way, like, so Eddie got fired in like in the beginning of the movie because he was trying to, like, interview. He's trying to interview the bad guy. Yeah, the guy who's in charge of the Life Foundation, right? Yeah. And he got him fired for it, and then his girlfriend leaves him. So I would have preferred Eddie being depressed about it and being more, because he was kind of like, when he got fired, he was kind of nonchalant, like drinking at a bar, kind of like.
But you can tell he was depressed, because the fact, like, he was not living in the house anymore. He was living in an apartment that he was late on his bills, and, like, he was just down on his luck. He couldn't find a job, period.
Yeah, he was down on his luck, but the way he went about it didn't seem kind of very, like, upset about it. In my take, when I watched the movie, he kind of was like, all right, I'm gonna have this drink and screw this, what's on TV.
I didn't take it as that. I took it as fact as someone who's been dumped, like, multiple times. I would do that kind of thing.
I gotcha, but I would have preferred a much more darker kind of take on it, maybe. I mean, that's just me, and I think, like, having him and made a symbiote bond and all that, it would have been more of their hatred because of that guy. Maybe the symbiote being tortured by, I forgot the character's name, the one who was in charge of the villain, the one who was in charge of the Life Foundation. It would have been cool if, like, the guy was made torture him, like, made test him on fire and sound, and maybe seeing how the symbiote reacted to that. And the symbiote hated him because of that, so that's why they bonded Venom to go after him and kill him because of that.
Yeah, I get that. But
you know what I'm saying?
That's probably in the cut 40 minutes.
Could have been. I just feel like the approach of the movie could have been a lot better. I think nowadays our expectation for comic book movies is really high. For me, anything that's okay, it's not good at all. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the suit. I like Tom Hardy playing Eddie Brock, and it has good moments, but at the same time, it just could have been better. And I don't know. In my take, it's decent at best. I mean, I would say you'll more rent it than go watch in the theater, guys. In my opinion, so.
Okay. So, I did watch Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Did you like that?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I had a couple minor complaints, but I would say I'd give it about an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. It was a little heavy on the CG.
It had to be.
I know, but I think that took away from growing with the character, like for having like growing feelings with the character, because it's like, are you growing feelings with his avatar, or are you growing feelings with the human?
No.
And I think I thought the whole girl thing was so stupid. She's like, "You're not gonna like me when you see me," and like she's a cute girl, but she just has like a birthmark on her, like on her face, and it's like,
girls do that though.
I'm like, are you serious, dude? You're like,
girls do that though, and now
it's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Girls well, they get self-conscious because one little thing about them.
Yeah, because the fact, like, say the fact they have a birthmark that like makes right on their face. To them, that makes them feel like they're ugly.
It's like, oh my god, I got a scar on my face.
Well, like, say the fact of you have a birth defect or something like that, defect, and you have this avatar, and who is this perfect avatar, and everyone loves you and whatnot, and they expect so much a high quality of what you look like, and then when they actually see you in real life, they feel like they got catfished.
Yeah, but she looked better in real life than her avatar. Her avatar had like shaved side heads and like a mohawk.
It's still an avatar.
No, I get what you're saying, but yeah. But like I would say like that like is like one like because like you really don't feel for the characters, like especially like you don't feel like for the kid's family at all. Like I didn't care for either one of them.
What the heck? When that happened, I was like, oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, I don't want to like ruin it and say anything, but I was just like, okay.
So I was taking from what you told me, the action scenes were way better than like the characters.
Oh,
themselves.
the action scenes are amazing.
But I mean,
like the race is amazing. Yeah, the race is really cool.
I'm just saying that the action scenes and the CGI is better than the real actors.
There's some cool stuff with the real actors.
Yeah.
You know, let me talk about the other thing that kind of annoyed me with it. It's like, okay, so you have this corporation. So the main plot of the story is like, so this legendary game designer who created this game called the Oasis dies, and basically the Oasis is just like this big like it's basically like a big online hangout, and you can play multiple games inside the Oasis.
Yeah.
The PlayStation Home was better.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, when he dies, he's like gonna leave like his company and his shares all to like whoever wins this challenge he makes. So like you have like this corporation that's like trying to like win it.
Yeah.
And like the thing that bothers me though is like the corporation has like its own SWAT team. No police show up. They're killing whoever they want, and then all of a sudden, like at the end, like one dude has a pistol and like all these cops show up now. Yeah. And it's just like it's just like, or like really you got like a corporate SWAT team like taking out people, and it's just like what, like I don't get it. I don't get like the whole, I don't know. I didn't get like the whole like real life world.
If they mentioned the fact that the response rate for police wise wasn't that high, then I could probably understand it.
But no, like I mean, we have like a real car chase in the city, and like no police are showing up. We have drones bombing stuff. No one shows up. But you know, like one guy has like a pistol. Oh, you know, all the cops are over it. Jeez, I'm like that's like a little ridiculous. But it reminded me a lot of the Matrix. Yeah. Like towards the end. Because, like, you have him, like, plugged into his VR, and he's, like, in the Oasis, like, playing this game, but, like, he's, like, getting chased in real life while they're trying to drive the van. And I'm like, it reminds me of, like, the second Matrix when they're, like, when they're in the Nebuchadnezzar and they're, like, driving around. Yeah.
Was he the one?
Yeah, he was the one.
He was the one.
So, what do you give it, man?
I give it an 8. It's still
8 out of 10?
Yeah, it's still a really solid movie. And, again, those are just, like, minor complaints.
So, definitely watch?
Yeah, I would definitely watch it.
Okay.
Awesome. Even if it was still in the theater, I would say go watch it in the theater.
Right,
it's cool. The nostalgia stuff is cool, but like some of it's like kind of like just in there just to be like, oh look, there's RoboCop.
Yeah,
like, it's like pointless.
It's like,
but
oh, there's Battletoads.
Oh, there's Street Fighter.
But for me, the awesome part was the fact when they're changing out the weapons and when like at the end when they were going towards, they're like, oh, orbital cannon, and then all of a sudden it's like, here, try this little guy out, and the guy is just like. It ends up being Chucky, and he's like,
yeah.
He's like,
oh, the Shining scene's really cool too.
Yes.
The Shining scene's really awesome.
I gotta watch that just because of Shining alone.
Yeah, the Shining scene's really cool.
Is there any character that actually stood out? Like any whatchamacallit, pop culture character that stood out?
No.
So the car stood out. The
DeLorean, yeah, and the Tron bike.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I thought another weird thing is though, you have a movie about video games and you really didn't have like any Nintendo properties in it.
They probably couldn't get it.
No, they probably couldn't, but I just think that's weird. Like
it's weird,
especially when you're like going back to 80s stuff. Like Nintendo was the 80s,
but they probably couldn't get it.
No, I understand that.
Nintendo's really
oh yeah, they're really protective of their properties.
Ever since Super Mario Bros. Movie, that's
but I mean they lent it to like Wreck-It Ralph, so
yeah, but not all of them.
But it's Disney though.
Yeah, it is, and you didn't see Mario though. Still.
Yeah, but we're talking about Spielberg here, guys.
Yeah, but
it's Spielberg.
They're just rolling out. They're very protective of their.
No, they are. Well, since we're talking about how Nintendo's protective, how about Starlink? So this is the second Ubisoft game in the last 2 years for the Switch.
Ubisoft is killing it.
Yeah, they are. But so the first one they made was Mario vs. Rabbids, and that game did really good. Yep. It was kind of like an XCOM ripoff game. Yeah. But then we have Starlink, which is actually on all the systems, but the Switch version has exclusive content, which isn't just like a side quest DLC. They actually integrated the Star Fox storyline into the main storyline of Starlink. Yeah. So you can play as like Fox McCloud through the whole entire
that's amazing.
game. Yeah. And do his missions as well, which is all only exclusive to the Switch version.
See, what did the other systems offer? Did they offer any of that stuff?
I think they might have like exclusive characters, but it's like made up ones.
Yeah, made up.
Okay.
Ones. Yeah, nothing like Nathan Drake you can see like in a cockpit right now.
See, to me, honestly,
I don't know. Why didn't they put the dragon from Lair in there? Sorry, I went there.
Does anybody remember Lair?
They could have got like Joanna Dark though from Microsoft, right? That would have been kind of cool.
That would have been cool. It would have made sense though.
Why? She's futuristic. She
it wouldn't. I mean, but that's not like Star Fox. Like that makes so much sense. That game. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, but like Sony and Microsoft really don't have space like shoot. Well, Ratchet and Clank.
Oh yeah, they could have.
They could have totally did Ratchet and Clank.
They could have. In a sense, they could have.
Insomniac was busy with Spider-Man. So
yeah.
Well, my whole thing is, unless a game is subpar or like not as good on Switch than the other systems, why wouldn't you want to buy this game on the Switch? It makes.
I don't think you. I don't really see any.
Like
I mean, it's gonna look a little bit better on like Xbox One X and PlayStation Pro just because the hardware. But to me, I go content over better graphics any day of the week.
Yeah, I mean, I just why wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying? It's to play. I mean, if anybody grew up on Star Fox,
I was gonna say plus being a Star Fox fan. Like,
I'm sorry, if anybody grew up on Star Fox, and since the last one wasn't that great, we're looking at you. Look at you, Star Fox Zero.
Star Fox Zero is awful.
Yeah, we're looking at you. But why wouldn't you want to play this game? You know what I'm saying?
I'm excited.
It makes sense.
So the only reservation I have about the game is it's a Toys for Life game, but I know it's not necessary. But I think if you buy it physical, you have to get it with the Toys for Life stuff. So, and if you don't know what Toys for Life is, it's kind of like Skylanders or Lego Dimension.
Oh yes.
And it's like stuff like that, or the Amiibo.
Yeah.
And I would get it, I guess, the starter pack. But there are the digital editions, so you can buy them digitally, and it doesn't come with it. And there's a digital deluxe edition, which for $20 unlocks all the ships. So I think the way to go would be the digital deluxe. But I mean, you're still looking at $80 entry point.
75
for the digital deluxe.
No, for the Starlink.
Oh, but you have to get the ship, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you have to get it at $75. So I guess for $5 more, don't get the ship, get all the DLC and all that stuff unlocked. I mean, I think that would be the way to go, personally.
Definitely.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do it.
So they have a co-op pack that's $19.99.
I think. What's that?
Pretty much you can. Keep going.
Okay.
So has it got good reviews yet?
It's hanging at around an 80 on Metacritic, which is good.
Pretty
for that
good,
type
actually.
Of game. I've heard it described as No Man's Sky meets Breath of the Wild.
That's a pretty good description.
Yeah, which is a weird description. You think a fighter, like an air fighter, game is like a Breath of the Wild. But I heard when you're on a planet, so I think there's like 7 or 9 planets in the solar system or the galaxy that you're in.
So it's co-op. It allows you to play co-op.
That's really cool. Is that for all the systems?
It's just showing for the Switch. Why? Well,
I'm sure. I'm sure it's for all the systems. Yeah. But yeah, so like I guess when you're on the planet though, they say that's more like it's you're still flying a plane, but I guess it's like platforming.
Okay, cool.
Then you can go fly out to space, and then there's space battles. But I guess like I've seen like one of the people I follow on Twitter, they mentioned that when you leave the planet for the first time, you get the same feeling as when you left the Great Plateau in Breath of the Wild, where it's just where you're like, okay, like I'm in this area now. I'm in an even bigger area, which is like you don't see any bounds to. I mean, when you play Breath of the Wild for the first time, it's like really. I know like other games have done it. You have like Skyrim and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But to me, like to see like the Zelda world and the way they did it, where you can literally climb and go anywhere. Because I mean, when you're playing Skyrim, you're still like bounded to the floor.
Yeah.
Or the paths they want you to take.
Yeah.
Whereas this game, it's like you see that hill, you can go to the hill.
Yeah.
You see that basin, you can go to the basin. You see the river, you can go swim in the river. Like you do whatever you want. But that's basically kind of how they said, like, when you're taking off from this planet, when you get to the outer space part of it, it's like you get that feeling, like, but it doesn't feel recycled either.
It's crazy when you met systems.
Very cool. Nice. So they did add co-op. That's and it's online co-op.
Well, it says co-op with your friends. Like it seems like you can do it couch co-op.
Very cool.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say though, it's funny too you made that comparison to Breath of the Wild because I remember the Great Plateau is pretty large itself.
Yeah,
it's a pretty large area. So when you go like to get out of there, it's even like I would say 10 times bigger. Even like,
no, it's probably bigger than that.
Yeah, bigger than that. Yeah.
Yeah, because the plateau is like that's like when you zoom the map out, it's like what, like probably like this, a 25th of the map.
Yeah. Just but are you guys gonna get it? Starlink?
I'll eventually get it. I just can't. Maybe. I just can't get it right now.
It's expensive.
Red Dead's next week. So
yeah,
all right.
$100 right there.
So what do we want to talk about Halloween?
So well, there's 3 things coming out this week. So we.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Halloween, Deadpool. No.
Deadpool.
Sorry, not Deadpool.
Making a Murderer.
Making a Murderer and
Daredevil.
There you go.
Yeah, Daredevil.
I don't know why I put Deadpool there. All 3 coming this week. Making a Murderer and Deadpool season 3 will be on
Daredevil.
God dang it!
Here, let me help you out here.
There you go. Daredevil.
Just delete it. Just delete it. Delete it. Get rid of Daredevil or Deadpool. Okay, so Daredevil season 3, which is going to feature Kingpin, Bullseye, and you think Elektra's coming back, guys?
I don't know.
She's not in the cast list, but that's.
Did she die?
Yes.
And
season 2.
She's
Defenders?
no. She
Defenders.
You don't know that. Last you saw was her and Matt, like kind of like holding. She was holding her and all that, and then the whole like building came out on top of them.
Hopefully,
Daredevil's still alive.
Hopefully she died because Airfist got canceled. But moving on from that.
But I mean, okay. So what are you guys more excited of this week? Because Halloween has been getting pretty good reviews so far.
I won't go see Halloween.
What, you won't?
I won't.
But I mean, they say it's definitely the sequel to the first one.
Yes. 40 years later.
40 years later. I mean, it looks.
I would like to see it, but unfortunately, I probably won't because Leah doesn't do horror movies. So,
so there's that.
Do you remember the last horror movie you saw
in the theater?
Yeah, probably.
Or like, well, I'll watch them on my phone. Like, but like in the theater, last horror movie I saw in the theater. Go ahead and keep talking, guys.
Okay.
I will get back to you.
So I wouldn't mind watching Halloween. But I'm more excited, I think, for Daredevil season 3 this week.
I'm all for Halloween right now.
Do you consider The Village a horror movie?
Yeah. So The Village will be the last movie.
I'll be like a thriller.
Thriller? So that's not horror? Keep going.
All right.
The Ring. No. Saw 2. Saw 2.
Oh, yeah, okay, man.
Okay.
I can see that.
Was Hostel after or before? I've seen Hostel in the theater, too.
Before. I think it was before.
Okay, so then Saw 2 was the last one I've seen in the theater.
Damn, that was a long time.
Goodness gracious. They made like 8 movies this time.
The last horror movie I watched... Do you consider Cabin in the Woods a horror movie?
Yes.
That's probably the last one I watched.
Yeah, that definitely is a horror movie.
Okay.
Great horror movie, by the way. Cabin in the Woods, man. Definitely watch it. My recommendation.
Definitely watch it, yes. I will definitely go see Halloween this weekend. I don't know how I'm going to do with Daredevil because I work.
Wow. And it's a 12 episodes this season, right?
13, I think.
13?
Yeah.
Watch episode 7 be trash. But...
Why 7?
Because
is that the Marvel show trash episode?
Yeah,
that's the Netflix trash.
Oh yeah, that's the Netflix one. Okay, And then Game of Thrones, like episode 9 is always the great one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I can't say that for this season because there's only like 7 episodes.
Yeah.
6 episodes.
Yeah.
Something like that. So, but yeah, usually like episode 9's the killer episode.
It is.
But for me, I'll sing Halloween first. Probably.
Well, it's only 2 hours, so that's or an hour and a half.
Yeah,
whatever.
but I'm more.
So you're more excited to see Halloween than Making a Murderer and Daredevil season 3?
I've seen Making a Murderer. It doesn't really interest me that much. After it, to me, Making a Murderer was good. Don't get me wrong, but it has nothing on Evil Genius. Nothing.
That's a horror movie, right?
I
mean, there's things I can't unsee. People.
Is that on Netflix?
Yes, it is.
4 episodes. They crammed all this information into 4 episodes, and each episode is filled.
And it's like a snuff film, man. That first episode, dude, you literally see a dude's head blow off from a bomb.
Yeah,
I don't know if I want to see that.
Like you see the guy, like a guy who robbed a bank, who's a pizza delivery driver, rob a bank, and then come out, then be held by cops and whatnot. And him being scared, in fact, because the bomb around his neck is ticking and is actually beeping and making noises, then all of a sudden it goes off. And it shows it go off.
Okay, here's my question. Did this whole incident came before Phone Booth or after Phone Booth? The movie.
Happened in 2004, I think?
The Evil Genius, yes.
Maybe even later.
No, was it 2000? It was like 2003, 2000.
It was early 2000s. I know that much.
When did Phone Booth came out? 2001
or 2?
I think 1.
So I'm just saying.
Phone Booth came out the same year as A View from the Top. I can tell you that much.
I know I did.
Same day as A View from the Top. I can tell you that much.
I know I did. From how you screwed poor Josh over.
2002.
And Jeff.
2002.
So did this whole thing kind of influence this guy to do that?
No. No, it has nothing related to that. Nothing related to any movie whatsoever. This is the most surprising, twisting, psycho crap I think I've ever seen. Besides the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, I might go see it and all, but here's my question: did it catch a guy, or is that a spoiler?
They know who did it.
They know who did it, but she won't admit to it. Crap. Admitted to that.
She. Wow.
You gotta see it.
Yeah.
Manipulative.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no. So
if Making a Murder was crammed tighter, was more of a tight show, that like Evil Genius, then I'll be on board for it.
Did you see the staircase?
Yes, I did see the staircase. I got bored with it.
That one was kind of boring. There was way too many like lulls in that one.
Yeah.
And then like
is that from Evil Genius also?
No, it's like Netflix has like all these like crime docuseries. Yeah. And like
they have the Unabomber on there.
There's some interesting ones, and like don't get me wrong, even the staircase has some interesting stuff. Now, did you see the YouTube video on the staircase afterwards?
No.
So there's like this theory that she was attacked by a bird.
Huh?
No. But when you actually watch it, they actually make sense.
Huh.
And so she was like, she got attacked by a bird in the front yard. She went walking back into the house.
Yeah.
And she was bleeding so bad, and that's why she had scratch marks all over her. Dude, I'm telling you, you watch the theory, and you'll be like, dude, it actually makes sense. It's kind of weird. It's like to think that all this happened, and that like that's it. Because I'll be honest with you, man. Like, I don't think that guy had it in him to murder her.
No, it didn't look like he did.
I don't think like, especially like as gruesome as they made it sound and stuff like that. I mean, there's definitely some coincidental things like what, because like I guess somebody died in Germany like under kind of similar circumstances, but there's definitely some weird stuff, but I'll be honest, I just don't think he would like. I don't know. That
just seems weird. Either way, Making Murder Part 2. I don't know. We'll see. I probably
what new stuff can they put in there? I mean, like,
but what as far as like the fame, what has happened after has got famous, and then probably what was happening now with it.
Did you see the False Confessions show that they had? That was a pretty good one too.
Okay.
There's one about a baseball game that was good too. You should watch.
Jesus.
That one's like a single episode, but I guess like what happened is like there's like this like crime that happened, and like the guy was like he got like falsely accused. You know, it might be in there, but I don't know. You got to check. It might be its own thing. But anyways, I guess he got like falsely accused of a crime, and he's like, no, seriously, I was at a baseball game. He's like, and so like they actually like got all the security footage from the baseball game, and sure as shit, not dude, he was at the baseball game, and they found out. But like the funny thing is like he didn't know what day it was, and he's like couldn't remember, and he's like, no, he's like one guy from like Seinfeld, like he has his own like HBO show, like he was there at the game. Larry David.
Larry David.
Yeah, he's like he walked down the aisle, like I promise you. So they like look where he was sitting, and like dude, sure as shit, not dude. There's the guy.
Wow.
Well, so going back, just to make sure, going back to the whole subject, man. So, what are you excited for? Making a Murderer?
Daredevil. I'm saying Daredevil, hands down.
Halloween.
But I'll see Daredevil.
Daredevil season 3. Definitely, I'm really excited for.
Daredevil might be one of my favorite TV shows.
Yes.
Charlie Cox is amazing as Daredevil.
Yes.
And what's his face that plays Kingpin? Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah, playing Kingpin.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I really hope they do Bullseye right, because the person that got to play him is in like Hearts of Dixie and like soap operas, and I'm like,
okay, so I saw a trailer. I don't know if you guys saw it. So they showed a trailer like about a week ago about Bullseye, just like 2-minute trailer, and from what I saw, it looked really good.
When did they release a Bullseye trailer?
They did.
Yeah, it was about a week.
It was like not even that long. That's why I didn't post it.
Yeah, it's only like a minute or 2 minutes.
I was gonna say, Chris, you're like my trailer guy.
Yeah.
I blame you, Pikachu.
It wasn't even that long. I was like, okay, this can just wait.
But it definitely looked really good, like the portrayal he had. I mean, and it shows that he plays an FBI agent who has these like. You know, he's like Bullseye. He has really good like skills. And
so he's an FBI agent? Is that his backstory in the comics?
No, it's not.
So like I've heard like they wanted to do like a similar thing with Riddler. Like, but like I've heard rumors like they were talking about
movie.
Yeah, make him like almost like a Dexter kind of character.
Yeah.
Like I've heard that, but like he'd be like, but
well, I mean, it makes sense though when you think about it, because I mean, you know, being an FBI agent or being something in that type of, you know, you're definitely have these skills, right? You definitely know all these things, you know, like have this knowledge and skills, and you know, being trained to be this whatever, you know, killer or whatever. So it makes sense for him to be that way, because like, so like it definitely shows that way, but he seems kind of really on the edge, like as a, you know, like he in the trailer shows him on the edge, so. He's definitely gonna looks like he's gonna break. And
so how close do you think this is gonna be to the Born Again storyline? Because I know that they've taken. I know that this is where their source material is.
As of right now, pretty close.
Like 90% close or like 60% close?
I'll say more 60 or 70.
Okay, like do you think Karen Page is going to go be an actress, get all strung out, start doing pornos, and sell Matt Murdock out the Kingpin? No.
I think honestly, well, he already teased season 2 of Daredevil. He already teased that Kingpin already has an idea who Daredevil is.
Yeah, but like okay, so we've seen Karen Page again in Punisher, and she seems fine. So that's why, like, what makes...
I don't think... Yeah, they're not going to do that storyline with her.
They have to.
They're not.
That's, like, integral.
But they're just not. I don't see them going to that route.
I don't see them doing either.
I don't think they're going to go to that route. But, you know, at the same time, I mean, he is going to find out who Daredevil is. And, I mean, either... Like, that's what I'm saying. I'll probably say 50% maybe now, because... Bullseye was not in the Born Again storyline, but it don't matter though because Bullseye's such a great villain.
Yeah, well, and if being the fact that they changed him into an FBI agent or cop, whatever, I think that kind of like it puts a different angle on it, because is he going to be good? Is he going to be bad? Like, is he going to be a tweener?
I think he starts good,
and then it turns bad.
And then he turns bad.
Okay, but so that'll put a different spin on it anyway. So because he could be good almost in the whole entire season. We don't really need him to be bad till the end of the season.
Exactly.
But what if what they showed is only like how they did in? Well, see, that's the thing. Daredevil's trailers are very different, very interesting, because some of them with the Punisher in season 2 that happened in the first 4 episodes.
Yeah, and
then the part 2 of that trailer was the rest of the season, which was shit. Sorry, but
of Daredevil?
Of Daredevil, yeah.
You didn't like the second half of the season?
The hand dealing with the hand crap? No, not really.
Really?
See, I liked it.
That was the biggest part. That was it was okay, But
anything with the Punisher is definitely be stronger. I'll agree with you on that.
But you start off strong, and then you just stop, and then just
I think
continue with the hand.
Okay, so I love the hand portrayal in season 2 of Daredevil. I hated the hand portrayal in Iron Fist and Defenders because to me the hand started as a Japanese ninja crime organization, whatever you
like the Foot Clan.
It's like the Foot.
Actually, the Foot Clan's based off of
it really is. Yeah, the Foot Clan is definitely based off the hand. Actually,
from Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, from Ninja Turtles. Yes. Now, actually, the whole Ninja Turtles was kind of based off Daredevil, like a homage to Daredevil, because the whole ooze was supposed to be like how they got their powers.
That's what made Matt blind. Or
remember the chemicals.
That's funny.
Yeah, so it kind of that's kind of an homage to Daredevil.
So a stick like Splinter.
Yes.
That's hilarious, dude. I can actually see
now
it.
You see
I can actually see
now
it.
You see everything.
That
right?
is the funny thing. I can actually see it. That's hilarious.
Yeah, you can see all like the pieces come together now. So
yeah, dude, like Karen Page's April O'Neil.
Dude,
I can completely see it.
Now mind blown, right?
Yeah, my mind is actually blown right now.
Now you see everything. I mean, Shredder is not Kingpin, but I mean they had to have a leader of the Foot Clan, right? So you're not gonna have a fat guy be the leader. So yeah, but still, like you can see the pieces come together, right? So yeah, that's what they base it off. So
Shredder.
So yeah, I definitely love the portrayal of like the season 2.
But it was Elektra that just really took my mind off of it, and I was like, why? No.
No, you don't like Elektra?
No.
You don't like Elektra?
No.
It's better than Jennifer Garner Elektra.
Yes, it is, but still, no.
You don't like the portrayal of the actress, or you don't like the character itself?
I don't like the actress. I didn't really care for the actress.
Okay, so personal note, I'm half Greek, and Elektra is Greek, but the actress who played Elektra was not Greek. So yeah, I mean, granted, that's me nitpicking, but it would have been cool to get, or at least even in the show should have been portrayed as a Greek character, which she was not.
Hey Pete, how do you like Scarface?
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways, let's move on.
I'm just saying though, that's nitpicking. I really don't mind. I didn't really mind her being portrayed as whatever. I forgot her ethnicity, but I don't know. I didn't mind it really. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, the fact that she was kind of like trying to make Daredevil do like bad things, or do like try to get him to this bad side. I mean, I like the whole like premise and all that stuff, but
we knew he wasn't going to go that side.
No, we don't. But I like how she tried to make him do that.
It'd be interesting the fact that he was contemplating it, and the fact that kind of like an Oliver Queen kind of thing. The fact like he already crossed that level before.
Yeah.
And he's like, I need to reach my search back, but then he sees like little hints that pushing him to get to that level again.
Yeah.
I would prefer that.
I mean,
that's just me.
I love season 2. I think that was the best season out of all the Netflix shows, to be quite honest. It was so good. And I'm thinking season 3 is probably going to be even better, which
I agree with
says a lot.
Well, you have Kingpin.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That's really...
And he's like the best villain pretty much in the whole Netflix series.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, him and Kilgrave, I think. But I definitely... actually, Jigsaw and Punisher, he might be...
he was a dick in the first season.
Yeah, he actually might be getting up there. But we'll see in the next season of Punisher if he comes back. But I definitely think that this season has a lot of potential. I wish they brought the hand back, but I don't think they're going to bring him back anytime soon.
We forgot some news. Iron Fist season got canceled.
Yeah,
season 2.
Yep. Iron Fist season 2 got canceled.
Yes.
I mean...
You didn't care?
The Iron season 2, how it ended, I don't care.
I thought Iron Fist season 2 was better than first. I thought Danny was finally getting a grasp of the character. Well, the actor, Finn... what's his name?
Finn...
Jones?
Finn Jones, yeah.
Finn Jones. I think he was finally getting a grasp of the character, and he was doing a good job as it. I think it really started with the Luke Cage. Like that episode he was in Luke Cage was awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just like I kind of feel that even I didn't really care for Jessica Jones. Like honestly, I think at this point they should just take Iron Fist, take Jessica Jones, take Luke Cage, just do a Heroes for Hire show.
So. I haven't finished Luke Cage. I'm halfway done. It's really good so far.
It's good. It's really good.
Yeah, I really like it so far. But I don't know what happens in the end of Iron Fist or Luke Cage. But during the I think I seen episode 7 last, right? During the whole thing is what?
No, Netflix episode 7.
Oh yeah, or 8 or whatever it was, 8 or 7. I can't remember which one it was.
Is that the one where he goes in the water?
That was the last thing I saw was he saved Mariah from the burning building, and she's like, "Oh, I should hire you." Which that's my whole thing was like I liked how they kind of did the whole like him kind of guarding Piranha. Piranha's like, "I should hire you as my hero," or whatever.
I don't want to ruin anything for you, but
don't ruin anything.
Okay.
For me. But I'm just saying though, like that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you from what I know, they already kind of hinted a whole heroes for hire.
Either way, Iron Fist has enough money where he could finance the whole operation and actually get them a place to.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though.
For, like, to do the heroes for hire.
Exactly, it'll make sense because even Jessica Jones, she's a detective, so it makes sense how they all kind of work together as a group to kind of like solve cases.
I think they did. I just think that they would be stronger together than they are apart.
Yes.
Now Daredevil can do his own thing because I feel like because even when you're watching the Defenders, Daredevil still stood out compared to the other Defenders.
It's just a much stronger story arc that he has.
Which sucks too, because Mike Coulter's awesome as Luke Cage.
Yeah.
And I mean, Jessica Jones isn't bad. I think her character's just poorly written.
Probably.
What's her face? What's her name?
Ritter.
Yeah. Kristen Ritter.
Yes.
Ritter.
Yeah, I just think her character's poorly written because she comes off as like
a bitch.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, I'm sorry to say she does.
That's what she plays. That's what she's known as, is playing a bitch.
Yeah, but I think in Alias in the comic book, she was more of a victim. Like she played off more of a victim than she was.
But the actor, that's how she is.
Yeah,
She
everything
she is before this.
She's the B in Apartment 23.
Yeah,
exactly.
And she's unfortunately she's been typecasted to this, and I think that's a problem.
Because I feel like you actually wind up liking what's her the guy that lives next door was working for. What's his name? You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking
but
about.
you actually like wind up feeling bad for him.
Yeah,
because he's
the only one looking out for her.
Yeah, like he has no powers. He sits around there. He gets his ass kicked or whatever, like looking out for her, and she like doesn't even appreciate him at all.
Yeah, exactly. He's the only one looking after for her best interests, and she kind of treats him like crap.
Yeah,
I agree. I totally agree. But I mean, I think that's a problem. She comes off unlikable.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, like when I'm watching a TV show, I mean, granted, you could be an anti-hero.
Even like Trish is like really unlikable.
Yeah,
like, she's like comes off bitchy too.
Yeah, they're just unlikable people, and I feel like that's the problem. Why shouldn't I be invested in this? Unless like let's say if you put Luke Cage and maybe Danny Rand into the whole thing, into the group, it could be different. You know what I'm saying? You have a much different like. Because, Luke Cage is pretty cool. He's likable.
I really like Luke Cage. I really like Colleen Wing. I think she's
awesome.
Colleen
Wing I really like.
Yeah, like that. The actress that plays her is awesome.
Yeah,
like,
I really like. Yeah, I really like her character.
Yeah, me too.
She's really likable too. I feel like as a character.
Yep.
But she's a badass also. I would take her and I'll take the detective. Maybe make their own show too. What's her
Misty
name?
Knight?
Misty Knight, yeah.
Well, didn't they have a show or a comic with Misty Knight?
The Daughters of Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it makes kind of sense. Maybe they should team up. Like I said, it should be two separate shows. It should be Heroes for Hire, where you have Luke Cage, Danny Rand, and maybe Jessica Jones, or take Jessica Jones and put her with like the Daughters of Dragons or whatever, and have their.
Yeah, but I still feel like at some point they gotta do the Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. They were married in the comics. They eventually got to get to that point.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean,
Chris is like, what?
See, you guys are just going all over the place. I don't think they're gonna do it. Bottom line.
What you know?
Well, they the way that they ended season 2 of Iron Fist. I don't want to ruin anything, but they left it that it's like open ended. Like they
open ended, yes. Which also they have left other series as well open ended that they've canceled.
Not Netflix. Not
Sense8.
Well, yeah, but not like Marvel.
Doesn't matter. I mean, Netflix has the ability to cancel a show.
Oh no, I agree with you, but I think like since all the Marvel things are connected, how are you gonna explain that Iron Fist is now gone?
Well, they said Marvel or Netflix said he's not completely gone. He will be back in some form.
Yeah,
they said that themselves. They didn't say they said they ended season 2. They're not gonna make a season 3 of Iron Fist, but they didn't say anything about we're not doing anything.
Well, they definitely renewed Jessica Jones, but I don't think they've renewed Luke Cage yet.
No. So that could also be.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they're planning to do.
I'm even okay. Wasn't there a comic with those two? Wasn't it like Power Man and...
No, it's Heroes for Hire.
I thought they had another series too. There was like Power Man and Iron Fist. Maybe?
I mean, it was, but really, they were known, like their team up, they were Heroes for Hire, and they teamed up for a long time.
Yeah.
You know?
Besides the group of us and comic book nerds out there, I don't really know anyone who's really hyped about Iron Fist or Luke Cage, to be honest with you.
Like the characters right now on Netflix?
Yeah. I outside of people who watch comic book movies and whatnot, I don't think anyone really gives a shit.
I think it's a problem is I think Defenders really hurt that whole.
I agree.
It really, really hurt them. Like Iron Fist season, the first season of Iron Fist and Defenders really, because it's so fun though. When I watch all this, like I watch Daredevil season 1 and 2, I watch Jessica Jones, and then I watch Luke Cage. I was really hyped for all those shows.
But I think Punisher kind of like helped it back.
Yeah, it brought it back up. But I remember watching Iron Fist season 1 and then Defenders, and really. That's the first time I can remember where I was like, yeah, I don't really care about watching these shows that much anymore. Like, I wasn't really, like, into the comic book shows. Like, I was watching everything.
Yeah.
I was watching, like, Flash. I was watching Arrow. I was watching this and that.
I'll tell you what killed me on Flash and all those is the too many damn episodes.
Yeah.
The 23 episodes a season.
Felicity killed that for me.
Well, that and then, like, then they added Supergirl. Then they added, like, Legends of Tomorrow. Then they added
so
Black
much content,
Lightning.
yes.
It's like, you know what? Like, wrestling does the same shit to me, dude.
Yeah.
It's like they have Raw, they have SmackDown. Okay, Raw was 2 hours, SmackDown was an hour. Then SmackDown's 2 hours. Then Raw's 3 hours. Then they have Superstars. Then they have NXT. Then they have 205. Main event.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, dude, I can't keep up with all these shows.
I agree.
So now I watch NXT, and I'll probably be watching NXT UK.
Yeah.
And even then, they'll have... what are they going to have? Like NXT Europe, NXT South America. And then I'm like, dude, I'm not going to be able to watch all those.
That's the thing, though. It's kind of like you have to find what's the best content when it comes to a TV show. And when it comes to comic book TV show, you got to find the best content. And that's what we're doing now. So, for me, I'm really excited for Daredevil Season 3. But at the same time, you got to figure out what you're going to do with these other characters that you have. I mean, I totally get it because, like... you're right. Like the first season of Luke Cage, I really liked it. But when I saw Iron Fist and then I saw Defenders, I'm like, eh. And like I'm honestly like it's funny too. Like I saw Jessica Jones, like the 3 episodes of Jessica Jones, and that kind of stopped because I wasn't excited anymore for it. And then I'm watching Luke Cage, but it's taking me forever to watch it because I'm not binge watching like it was the first season and all that.
Can we just give a shout out to all the awesome live music they have in Luke Cage though?
Great music, by the way.
Oh my god, such good music.
They need to have a soundtrack for that because it's honestly great, and it goes like a blues, reggae, all over the place.
Dude, I love it, man.
Yeah,
so good.
You know what? Great. Whoever hired these,
the one guitar player, and it's so good.
Yeah, man, they're really good.
God, so good.
I don't really know them who these guys are, but I want to know them more because it's really good music. So,
well, let's jump into our slightly off topic since we're hour and 20 minutes into the show.
Wow, that's a lot of breaking news.
Well, why are we on last week's? All right, so yeah.
You know what? Let's just book wrap around. We'll save that for next week.
Okay. Oh, we can talk about it.
I mean, we can talk slightly about it.
Yeah. Well, we can just name our top 6. I know what they are. We
don't
need images for it.
We'll save it for next week. Let's talk about, honestly...
I mean, let's go to NFL picks.
Okay. Well, I won't have my NFL picks up.
That's right. We won't. But, I mean, let's say the fact of what happened as far as NFL-wise this past week.
Okay, that's fine.
So, let's start off with the Bucks. Your Buccos, man. So, they lost another one, and they wanted to put all the blame on one man.
Well,
one man who doesn't have a job now.
When your defense gives up like 30 some odd points every past 3-4 games, something's wrong.
So our local Publixes have a Tampa Bay Bucks sub.
Yeah. And
I didn't know what was on it, and I made the joke when someone said, "Oh, you're gonna get a Bucks sub." I'm like, "What does it have? Swiss cheese on it, like their defense?" And they're like, "Actually, yeah, it does have Swiss cheese on it." So yeah, but yeah, their defense is bad.
Bad.
But you know what though? They're not the only ones that have a bad defense. Let's be honest, dude. The NFL defenses this year are garbage.
Yes, they are, but
hot trash.
And some of them are worried about the fact of like hard hits and the fact like not touching the quarterback and all that other stuff. But when you give up 30 plus points a game, it's bad.
That's not a good recipe.
No.
Well, and you know what today's NFL is, guys? I hate to admit it, but defenses are hold teams to field goals and get turnovers. That's basically what the defenses are. They don't care about yardage. They'll let teams march all the way down to when they hit that 20-yard line. Then they clamp up at the 20 and they try to get turnovers. That's defense in the NFL, and it's horrible. I can't watch it. It's disgusting. Dude, I am a huge fan of defensive football, and to watch this. That's why I don't like college football. I can't stand college football, dude. It's just 40, it's 50. Like 50-yard passes every single time, or 50-yard runs every time, because the defensive players are so out of position, and it's just ridiculous. But yeah, man, it's tough to watch defensive football in 2018 in the NFL.
Oh yes,
I mean, there's some good defenses out there. I want to say that.
Well, the Ravens had an amazing game, 11 sacks
in one freaking game.
Ridiculous, dude. I thought the Giants had a bad offensive line
against a mobile quarterback.
Yes. Could you imagine if that was Eli? He'd been dead. He'd been dead.
Well, they've always had a good defense, the Ravens. I mean, that's just... I think it's...
But 11 sacks?
Not always. Not for 11, though. You can't even say that Seattle got 11. No. Nobody has...
Dude, that's a lot of sacks, dude.
And that's not even including the fact of how many times he got hit.
Yeah, that's times he got taken down with the ball.
Jeez, man. Poor guy.
And then, so who's your defense coordinator now? Did you guys just promote somebody?
We promoted our linebacker.
Okay.
Linebackers coach.
Do you know who it is?
Off the top of my head, no.
Okay. So, some other headlines from the owners' meeting. Some reporters questioned Giants owner John Mara about Odell Beckham's comments and his interview with, oh my God, what's her name from the Uninterrupted? Can't remember it right now.
Uninterrupted?
Is it like
Joe Taylor?
No. It's a lady reporter.
You sure it's not Joey?
Joey? I think it's like
Joy.
Joselina, I think.
You sure it's not Joy?
Anyway,
Taylor.
maybe. I don't know. But anyways, he had an interview where he basically threw his team under the bus.
No, the owner of the Giants?
No, the Odell.
Oh, Odell, yes.
So he was asked about the interview that Odell said, and he came out and he said that he wished Odell would make headlines with his playing on the field rather than sitting down in interviews.
Yeah.
And from the owner, I can't argue with that. The man just handed this guy $95 million in the offseason to play football. The last thing he needs is for him to be throwing Eli under the bus, throwing the city of New York under the bus.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you're representing the city of New York.
Yeah. That's true.
Dude, I don't care how you guys feel about Terrell Owens, but Terrell Owens had Tony Romo's back. That's my quarterback, man. Yeah. That's my teammate, man. That's what Odell should have been saying about Eli.
Well, you're
not throwing his ass under the bus.
Wait, you're telling Terrell Owens is better. Like he's a better PR guy.
No, but
he's a better PR guy than...
No, but my players should be saying that about their teammates, not throwing them under the bus.
I understand that, but you're talking about the same guy, Terrell Owens, who...
Hey, Terrell Owens made it to a Super Bowl with a bum ankle and still tore it out.
Yeah, but
you can't question him on the field.
But you don't think...
you can't question him on the field.
Terrell Owens threw what's his name, Don McNabb under the bus.
When?
I'm pretty sure you would give him crap, Don McNabb or whatever, when he was playing Philly. I mean, that's the reason why he left. Remember the whole friction between McNabb and Terrell.
Sure, whatever. He might have been getting crap, but I'll tell you what, he was performing. He was out there. He was out there doing his job.
Oh yeah, he had the best numbers out of any receiver.
I don't see I don't see Odell getting open. Every time Eli's trying to get him the ball, he's double covered. Now, granted, the defenses are planning for Odell, but you still need to get open.
Yeah,
that's your job to get out there and get open.
Yeah,
I think I like the fact the owner came out and said something and told him to shut up, pretty much. The only thing is the fact that somebody needs to everybody needs to shut up, honestly, from that team.
They all just need to play better.
No, I think everybody. And it
starts this week in Atlanta.
Well, we'll see. Everybody.
Atlanta's defense is hot trash.
We'll see.
If you're gonna get your offense on board and start moving in the right direction, that's the defense to play.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't you agree?
Because literally, almost lost from a damn trick play.
Yeah, and not even a good trick play either.
No, that was like a whim.
Yeah, it was like it was a terrible lateral from Winston, a terrible catch from Evans, a terrible throw from Evans, and they still almost got it.
No, man, I think though we'll see what happens. But wouldn't you want your team to do bad to get a better draft pick for next year? I don't think you guys are going to come back and win the division or anything.
I just want to see him be competitive, at least.
That's true.
I don't want to see him give up.
That's true.
Who's your division leader now?
Eagles? The division
Cowboys, right?
Eagles are 3-3, and
Cowboys just won their second game.
Since the Redskins had a bye week, they're 3-2. So technically, they're the leaders.
The Redskins,
and the Dallas is 3-3 as well.
Okay, interesting.
And we're 1-5.
So Other news in the NFL. What do you think?
The Dolphins actually won a game.
You know, I don't know if you guys saw the end of this game, but this was freaking ridiculous.
How the hell you fumble the ball on the 1 yard line?
Kenyon Drake, overtime. All he has to do is just pretty much score, and they won the game.
All he has to do is this.
Yeah.
Over the line. This
guy fumbles the ball right on the goal line. I thought I was playing Madden for a second.
How? How does it even happen? How do you fumble the damn ball on the 1 yard line? Dude, hold the damn ball with 2 hands.
I tell you what, though, he's lucky.
I would have rather put gassed Frank Gore out there than Drake to carry that ball.
I'm just saying, though, it's a good thing that they won that game because he wouldn't have heard the end of that.
Oh, he wouldn't have a job.
Yeah.
Forget that.
Yeah.
I bet you Chicago's kicking themselves in the ass for getting rid of Robbie Gould.
Or you're getting rid of Robert Aguayo.
Was he on the Bears?
I don't know. He was on the Bears.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't even know who their kicker is right now.
I don't know.
But where's Robbie Gould at? Isn't he with the 49ers?
Probably.
I don't know.
But,
Somebody definitely should look into that. So, what do you think of Tyreek Hill?
Okay, so that's the big news, I guess you could say, of the week. So, Tyreek Hill scored like a 70-yard touchdown run, ran through the end zone, braced himself against the end zone wall, and was treated with middle fingers and a face full of beer. To which the guy that threw the beer on him got kicked out of the stadium, and he's now banned from any future events at Gillette Stadium.
That's good,
so.
yeah. That's
rightfully so.
Rightfully so, yeah.
But Drew Rosenhaus, who's the agent of Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek Hill don't think that's enough punishment, and they wanted to bring criminal charges on this guy for throwing a beer on him. I think it's a little ridiculous.
It's a little ridiculous, but I can kind of see where you're coming from. Like, he's there at his job. Tyreek Hill is doing his job.
Yeah.
And the fact that, like, someone just comes up and pours a beer on you kind of thing, that's kind of a dickish move.
It is.
That's enough to a point where, like, you know what? You're banned, but you know what? I don't care about that. I want to press charges against this.
I mean, it is, but in the same time, it's a beer. I mean, you know, I don't know. You're getting paid millions of dollars. I don't see how that's...
Has anyone treated you bad at your job? Let's say.
Yeah, they have, actually.
To the point of doing something similar to that.
Yeah, but I won't press criminal charges on them. I mean, I won't go...
If every time somebody talked down to me at my job, I press criminal charges on them, there'd be a lot of people arrested.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to go in there...
And I think talking down to someone's worse than throwing a beer. I'd rather have a beer thrown on me.
I mean, that's insulting.
If like, dude, have you ever been chewed out for like 5 to 10 minutes on a phone call?
Yeah.
It's not fun.
No, it's not fun. But
I would rather take a beer than take a 5 to 10 minute chew out.
But here's the thing: there's some point in the case where the fact that you have to look at the fact, like, yes, they're there for the audience is there to watch you do your job.
Yeah. I think another thing you have to look at though is like the dude's paying millions of dollars.
Yeah, but
I think that automatically changes like stuff.
Yeah.
In audiences' heads, yes, but in like as far as football players wise, as guys who we work anyway. We don't want someone to pour beer on us. I mean, you think like it comes with the territory though? You're playing in Foxborough, like no. I mean, that's like saying that. In fact, something of a true story here. I work at Publix. I was in line to buy my lunch and whatnot. Guy turns around back to me and says like, "Oh, this is a whites only line."
Are you serious?
Swear to God, that actually happened.
That's terrible. Though.
That is terrible.
It is terrible, but it's to the point where like I could have did something about it, but I chose not to.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
That's pretty bad though.
Yeah,
like, but I think he would have. I think that like that kind of an asshole would have said that to you whether you working there or not.
Probably not.
Oh, you don't think you think it was only because you worked
there?
I
don't think it was only because of the fact that I worked there. I think he probably would have said it exactly what you said, but it's the fact that like I'm at work.
Yeah,
I can't really do anything. Tyreek Hill was at work. He can't really do anything.
No, I think athletes can go and say, like give the, you know.
Well, no, like if I'm on the not on the clock, but if I'm in my workplace.
I don't see how Tyreek Hill, you get beer thrown at him. You're not gonna react like, hey, go fuck yourself or something like that. I mean, in all honesty, I would have said.
NBA can do it. NBA players do that all the time.
Exactly. I mean, hell, have you ever seen the Mouse in the Palace? Dude, they're throwing punches at these fans, man, knocking them out, dude.
Malice. What the hell is that?
The Malice of the Palace. You don't remember
Ron
that?
Artest, man.
You don't remember that?
No.
2004.
You don't remember Ron Artest going and fighting the fans in the stands?
No, I don't remember.
Oh my God,
no,
dude!
Let me tell you.
You need to go look this up.
No, you need to look it up.
But this is worse because he got like bottles thrown at him.
No. He got a bottle.
But that's still worse than getting a beer splashed in your face.
But still, though, no. What happened was, so it was Indiana versus Detroit in Detroit, right? The Pacers and against the Pistons. Anyway, so Ron Artest, he fouled Ben Wallace at the time. Like, he fouled him hard, and Ben Wallace, of course, wanted to fight him. He got pissed. He wanted to fight him or punch him in the face or whatever. So what Ron Artest does, they pretty much have a split up. All the players got split up. And Ron Artest, was lying down on the announcer table. Scorer's table. He was just lying there, just kind of like whatever. And some fan decides to just throw a bottle. And it just hits him right in the chest, or whatever. So Ron Artest, knee-jerk reaction, just jumps into the stands and tries to find this guy. And literally, he doesn't even hit the right guy, though. He hits the guy right next to him and starts punching the guy right next to him. The guy, the fan who threw the ball, started punching Ron Artest on the head. And then the other Pacers got into the stands, started punching them in the face. So it was like a huge mess, man. Then the fans started getting on, a couple fans started getting on the court, trying to fight. I forgot who it was, one of the other Pacers. Anyway, Jermaine O'Neal. He starts fighting him. Ridiculous. And, the Ron Artest punches one fan in the face, and then Jermaine O'Neal punches another fan in the face. They literally have to be escorted out of the building, and all these fans are literally pouring all their sodas on all the Pacer fans, throwing popcorn and soda.
That's ridiculous.
It was pretty crazy, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was a pretty crazy thing that happened, which it ended up the guy who threw the bottle, I think they ended up whatever.
Probably pressed charges.
I think so. They did.
But I think that's a lot worse though, because you're actually throwing.
No, they created a riot though. But you created a riot. That's what he did.
But let's say the fact maybe Tyreek Hill was, I don't know. I'm just giving more benefit.
Well, I mean, maybe it's because I'm a huge fan of wrestling. And
back in the day, dude, they used to do that all the time.
Dude, do you remember when Hogan turned NWO? How much shit they were throwing in the ring?
I remember that. Yes, I remember all of that. But I'm just saying, in fact, you don't disrespect somebody at work.
I get it. I just loved. I don't know.
Just like a standby person.
So what do you think of players jumping into the stands at Green Bay that aren't on the Packers?
That aren't on the Packers?
Yeah, if someone mocks the Lambeau Leap.
I mean, that's their own choice.
Okay, so you're okay if they get a beer dumped on their head? Then you think that's fine?
Well, no, I'm not okay with it at all.
But why are you?
You're asking for it.
But why are you jumping in the stands?
You're asking for it at that point. But if you're just going to play up and just straight up disrespect someone, pour beer in their face or whatever. Let's say in fact maybe he had alcohol addiction and he was trying to kick it, and when has beer pouring in his face, and it's what the F, man?
See, I don't know, man. I miss back in the days. So I'm watching YouTube videos of wrestlers talk about stories back in the day, and they'll say they walk into bars and some guy tries to start a fight with them, and they'll literally be beating the crap out of these guys.
They have to. Yeah, they had to keep in character.
Yeah, they gotta keep kayfabe. They could keep their back. Because back in the day, everybody knew wrestling was fake, and they used to try to think that these guys were not tough, which they were really tough. These wrestlers. So it'll be funny hearing these stories about these wrestlers being some guy try to start a fight with them. They'll literally beat the crap out of these guys. I mean, there's this infamous stories of Ming, known as Haku. And literally there's stories of him being one of the baddest guys in the locker room because some guys start a fight with him. He'll bite the guy's nose off or bite the guy's ear off or, stuff like that. And I'm thinking about it.
You guys are crazy.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. If this happened nowadays, this guy will literally, he'll be in jail right now.
Yeah.
There's no way that he would have been sued for all his money and be in jail. There's no way that would have been allowed. But now, back in the days, it was just whatever. A guy gets in a bar fight. They beat the crap out of these guys, and they just walk away. They drive off, and the cops don't fight. You know what I'm saying?
I just think at the end of the day, the guy got his punishment. He's suspended from the stadium for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
I think that should be it.
That's punishment enough for me.
Yeah, but what happens if he goes to another stadium? What happens if
he'll get barred from that stadium too?
If he does the same thing.
If he does the same thing, or possibly worse.
What worse is he? I don't think there was even any malicious intent to it. I just think it's a pissed off fan dumping his beer.
I'm just saying, as far as the fact that someone who's at their job doing their job, and they're excited about something that they did.
But I don't think you could look at it like it's a job. They're entertainers.
Maybe just try to cool the guy off. You know, he's like,
hey, you see how fast he was running? Damn, dude, he's like, man, your jersey's on fire, bro.
Yeah, man, just try to cool the guy off, man.
But I don't think you can compare a normal 9-to-5 job with an entertainer, like a sports, like an athlete, or like a TV star.
No, you can't.
I don't think you could really compare those two.
No,
okay, so let's say the fact someone walked in here and poured beer on us.
I mean, I don't care. Whatever.
As long as they don't ruin our equipment, dude.
I mean, let's say
pour some sugar on me, man.
I don't know, man. It doesn't bother me that much. I mean,
it depends. It depends the intent. Like if he was a fan, which he wasn't.
If
I was that Giants player playing in Philadelphia, and I ran up next to the stands, I would be prepared to receive something at me.
Yeah.
Like I would, because I know I'm in a hostile environment.
Yep.
Yeah. Just like if you're a Jets player and you're in Foxborough or vice versa, and you're on the opposite team, you should that's to me something you should expect.
Yeah.
But I mean, you don't think that when you're running 75 yards and you're excited the fact you got that touchdown in the first place, and then you just do something that you don't normally do.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not that the players love talking crap too, though. They do.
They do.
I mean, they like.
Dude, I seen some Chad Johnson stuff. Dude, oh my god, it's so funny. They had him mic'd up, and he's sitting there talking so much shit to the linebackers and stuff. So dude, they hiked the ball, right? So the linebacker just lays him out. So he's walking to the sideline, and the coach is like, "Man, you need to stop talking shit to those big guys." He goes, "I know, man."
Well, I mean, they've talked shit to the opposing players, and they'll talk shit to the fans. So they do. I mean, they have to.
I remember Jeremy Shockey used to talk shit to the fans all the time.
Yeah, I mean that's what they used to do because
football players talk shit. That's what we did.
I mean, you play football, right?
Yeah,
you talk shit.
Yes, of course.
So that's what I'm saying. It's kind of part of the territory.
Talking shit and actually doing something to someone who is not playing the game.
I don't know, man.
Is completely different.
I think if he threw the bottle or cup itself, I would be a little bit more angry about it. But just the fact that he just dumped it or just tossed the liquid out, I'm I don't know.
Yeah, it's whatever.
I don't know.
If it's urine, then that's a totally different story.
Yeah, but again, I think it's the intent. I think it was just the heat of the moment, the fans pissed, whatever. I don't know. Here's the thing. This is the way I look at it though. Okay, what if it was a Green Bay player in Green Bay? They jump in the stands and a fan he knocks the beer out of a fan's hand and it lands on him. It's the same thing technically. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the same thing. It's a beer. A beer's a beer. Yeah. And he had a face guard on. It's not getting in his eyes.
I'm just saying.
No, dude, believe me, I get it. It shouldn't have happened, but he got probably the worst punishment you can get. He's a fan of the Patriots, and he can never go to another Patriots game his whole life.
That's punishment enough to me.
Okay. That's what happens when you Boston fans act too much.
Yeah. The whole city of them.
Yeah.
You're not biased at all, are you?
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
But is that it?
Is that it?
Yeah, man. That's all we got for this evening. So make sure you join us next week, where we will be talking about Red Dead Redemption 2. Yep. We'll be talking about Castlevania Season 2.
Well, where we'll be way more prepared than this week.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're prepared. I got the Tyson shirt on. Baddest man on the planet. You got the Super Mario Brothers.
Yes.
Cheech and Chong.
And you got
the force is strong with this man and his family.
Yeah, follow, share, guys.
Check us out.
Yep.
Also, little breaking news. Breaking news right there.
That we've had all show. Yeah, right there.
Little breaking news. Come early next week, you will be able to listen to us on your Android and iPhone devices in certain podcast areas.
Yes.
We're not going to say
where exactly
yet or what umbrella we're under, but it's not the Umbrella Corp, that's for sure.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, so we will actually break that news when everything's live. Definitely follow in our podcast. We'll have audio versions of these, so if you can't make it on Wednesday night, you want to listen to us while you're driving, you'll be able to download this on your Android device. You'll be able to download it on iTunes. We will have the last 10 episodes plus tonight's episode available for you guys. We're hoping Monday, might be sooner, but we'll make some big announcements regarding all that when it happens.
All right.
Hopefully we have Rhino back next week. We need somebody that hates their own football team here.
That's good.
Yeah, so anyways, guys, have a good week. I'm the Real Ant-Man.
Eat up.
King Black Cherry.
Peace.